Hello and welcome back to Leo English Podcast.
I'm Leo.
And I'm Tina.
On this channel, we help you learn natural English through real conversations, clear explanations, and easy examples from daily life.
Our goal is to help you speak English more comfortably and more confidently, step by step. We want English to feel useful, friendly, and possible for every learner.
And today's topic is very exciting because I think many learners worry about vocabulary all the time.
Yes, today we are talking about how to speak English fluently with only 300 words. This is a very useful topic because many learners think they need thousands and thousands of words before they can speak well, but that is not true.
Exactly. If you know a small group of useful words and you know how to use them well, you can already have real conversations.
In this lesson, we will show you how fluency is not only about knowing many words, it is also about using simple words clearly, building easy sentences, explaining ideas in different ways, and staying calm when you speak.
So if you enjoy learning English with us, please like this video and subscribe to Leo English Podcast.
And click the little bell so you never miss a new lesson.
All right, let's get started.
Tina, how are you today?
I'm good, thank you. I feel relaxed today because I had a quiet morning. I made tea, reviewed a few lesson notes, and listened to a short podcast while I cleaned the kitchen.
That sounds peaceful. Very Tina.
I will take that as a compliment. How are you?
I'm good too, but a little annoyed with myself.
Really? Why?
Because last night I wanted to explain something in English and I forgot one word. Then I stopped, looked at the ceiling, and acted like the word would fall from the sky.
Did it fall?
No, the ceiling was not helpful.
That is unfortunate.
Yes, but then I used easier words and explained the idea another way. And guess what?
The person understood you?
Exactly. That made me think about today's topic.
That is a perfect example. What did you do this weekend?
On Saturday, I met a friend for lunch. He's learning English, and he kept saying, "I don't know enough words, I can't speak." But then he talked for 15 minutes using very simple English.
That happens a lot. People think simple English is not real English, but it is.
Yes, he said things like, "I go there every week. I like this place. The food is good. The people are friendly," and he communicated very well.
That is exactly the point. What about Sunday?
Sunday was less educational. I cleaned my room, found 3 notebooks, and forgot why I opened the first one.
That also sounds like you.
Thank you, I think.
My weekend was calm. I visited my cousin and we talked about language learning. She asked me, "Can someone really speak fluently with basic words?" I said, "Yes, absolutely."
Speaking of that, today's topic is perfect.
Exactly. Today, we're going to talk about how you can speak English more fluently, even if you know only a small number of words.
And we'll show you many useful ideas and phrases you can start using right away.
So let's move to the main conversation. Let's start with the biggest question, Leo. Can someone really speak English fluently with only 300 words?
I think the answer is yes, but maybe not about everything.
Exactly. That is the key idea. With only 300 words, you may not talk about every topic in the world, but you can talk about many daily things very well.
So fluency does not always mean big vocabulary.
Right. Fluency often means using the words you know quickly, clearly, and naturally. It means you can keep the conversation moving.
That's interesting because many learners think fluency means sounding like a dictionary.
No, not at all. A fluent speaker may use simple words very well. For example, instead of one difficult word, they may use 3 easy words.
Can you give an example?
Sure. If you forget the word delicious, you can say very good or really tasty. If you forget exhausted, you can say very tired.
Oh, I do that too. Sometimes I forget a word, so I just say, "It's like," and then I explain it.
Exactly. That is a great survival skill. And that skill is one reason people can speak with fewer words than they think.
So maybe the real question is not, how many words do I know, but how well do I use the words I know?
Perfect. That is a very important sentence. Now let's talk about what kind of 300 words matter most.
I guess the most common words matter most.
Yes, high-frequency words are the most useful. These are words people use every day, like go, come, want, need, think, make, take, good, bad, big, small, today, tomorrow, place, person, time, food, work, home.
So if I know a word like go, I can use it in many ways. I go home, I go to work, I go there every day, I want to go, I need to go.
Exactly. Common verbs are powerful. Verbs like go, do, make, take, get, have, give, come, put, look, know, think, want, need, like, feel, try, ask, tell, and find are very useful.
That's already a big part of daily conversation.
Yes. Then we add common nouns like house, family, job, school, friend, car, bus, city, phone, problem, question, answer, money, water, coffee, book, room, street, shop.
And basic adjectives too, right?
Yes, very important. Good, bad, easy, hard, big, small, long, short, new, old, hot, cold, fast, slow, happy, sad, busy, tired, hungry, ready.
I noticed something here. These words are simple, but they cover a lot of life.
Exactly. A small group of simple words can cover daily routines, feelings, plans, problems, places, and people.
So if I know the words well, I can speak about my day, my family, my work, my food, my plans, and my feelings.
Yes, and that is already a lot of communication. Now let's talk about sentence patterns, because words alone are not enough.
Right. We also need useful structures.
Exactly. Very simple sentence patterns are powerful. For example, I like, I don't like, I want, I need, I have, I don't have, I go to, I usually, I think, I feel, I can, I can't.
Those are so basic but so useful.
Yes, you can build hundreds of real sentences with them. For example, I usually go to work at 8. I need more time. I don't like hot weather. I feel tired today. I can help you.
That sounds like real life already.
Exactly. Fluency grows when you can use a small number of patterns again and again without fear.
I think learners often make one mistake. They wait until they know a better word.
Yes, that is a common problem. They know how to say something in simple English, but they stop because they want a more advanced word.
I do that in other languages too. My brain says, no, this is too simple. Then I say nothing.
That is very relatable. But simple is not bad. Simple is often better in conversation.
So if I want to say this book is beneficial for language development, I can just say this book is good for learning English.
Exactly. And that second sentence is often better because it is clear.
Clear is a great word here.
Yes, clear English is strong English. Now let's talk about how to speak more with fewer words. One important skill is describing.
What do you mean by describing?
Describing means explaining what something is like. If you forget one word, you can describe the thing. For example, if you forget umbrella, you can say the thing you use when it rains.
Oh, that's a great trick.
Yes, if you forget pharmacy, you can say the shop where you buy medicine.
If I forget traffic jam, I can say too many cars on the road.
Perfect. That is exactly how fluency works with limited vocabulary. Wait, what does limited mean?
Good question. Limited means not a lot or not much, so limited vocabulary means a small number of words.
Got it. So if my vocabulary is limited, I can still describe things and keep speaking. Exactly. Another useful skill is replacing difficult words with easy words.
Like hungry instead of starving?
Yes, Or very hungry if you want stronger meaning. Very big instead of huge. Very small instead of tiny. Very sad instead of depressed in simple daily English.
That makes speaking much easier.
It does. Learners often forget how powerful very can be.
Yes, very, really, and a little can do a lot of work.
Exactly. Very tired, really happy, a little busy. These are simple but natural.
Let's talk about daily situations. If someone has only 300 words, what can they talk about?
Many things. They can talk about daily routine, family, food, work, school, hobbies, weather, travel, shopping, health, feelings, future plans, and basic problems.
That is a lot more than many learners expect.
Yes, let's make a small example. If I ask you, how was your day? Answer with only simple words.
Okay. My day was good. I got up at 7. I had coffee and bread. Then I went to work. I was busy in the morning, but the afternoon was better. After work, I came home and cooked dinner.
Excellent. That answer uses very simple words, but it sounds complete and natural.
And I didn't need advanced vocabulary at all.
Exactly. Now let's do another topic. Hobbies. Tell me about a hobby using simple words.
I like walking in the evening. I usually go out after dinner. I walk for about 30 minutes. It helps me feel calm, and I like the fresh air.
Perfect. Again, very simple, very effective.
So one key lesson is simple topics plus simple words can build strong speaking.
Yes. Another important thing is connectors.
Wait, what are connectors?
Connectors are small words that help ideas join together. Words like and, but, because, so, then, also, first, next, after that, and finally.
Ah, those are super useful.
Very useful. Without connectors, speech sounds broken. With connectors, even simple speech sounds smoother.
So instead of saying, I was tired, I went home, I slept early, I can say, I was tired, so I went home and slept early.
Exactly. That sounds more fluent immediately.
I really like that. Small words, big effect.
Yes, connectors are some of the most important words in fluency. Another important group is question words.
Like what, where, when, why, who, and how?
Exactly. If you know those, you can ask many things. Where do you live? What do you do? How do you go to work? Why do you like this place? When does the class start?
So with simple vocabulary, I can also keep the conversation going by asking questions.
Yes, and that is another big point. Fluency is not only speaking long answers, it is also asking good, simple questions.
That takes pressure away. If I don't know what to say, I can ask something.
Exactly. Conversations are shared. You do not need to carry everything alone.
I think learners forget that. They think fluency means talking for 5 minutes without stopping.
Not at all. Real conversation is back and forth. Short, clear answers and simple questions are normal.
Let's talk about repetition. Some learners worry they repeat the same words too much.
Yes, but repetition is not always bad. In daily English, people repeat common words all the time. For example, I like this place. It's small, but I like it because it's quiet. I come here a lot.
That's true. Native speakers repeat too.
Yes, repetition becomes a problem only if it makes communication unclear or very boring. But basic repetition is normal.
That is good news, because when I learn a language, I use the same 10 safe words again and again.
And that is okay at the beginning. Fluency grows from confidence, and confidence often grows from familiar words.
Familiar means known well, right?
Yes, exactly. Familiar means something you know well or feel comfortable with.
So familiar words are good fluency tools.
Exactly. Now let's talk about another key skill, paraphrasing.
That sounds like a difficult word.
It sounds difficult, but the idea is simple. Paraphrasing means saying the same thing in a different way.
Oh, so if I forget one word, I say the idea another way.
Yes. For example, if you don't know borrow, you can say, take it for a short time and give it back later. If you don't know neighbor, you can say, the person who lives next to me.
That's a powerful skill. What if I forget appointment?
You can say a planned meeting with a doctor or a time to meet someone.
Nice. So paraphrasing is like building a bridge when one word is missing.
Exactly. That is a beautiful way to say it.
Thank you. I have my moments.
You do. Now let's talk about speaking speed. Can someone sound fluent if they speak slowly?
I think yes, if they speak clearly and without too much panic.
Exactly. Fluency is not only speed. Many learners think fluent means fast, but fast speech is not always clear speech.
That makes me feel better, because when I get nervous, fast speech becomes messy speech.
That happens to many people. Calm, steady speech is better. For example, it is better to say, I usually go there on weekends because it is quiet, slowly and clearly, than to rush and make it hard to understand.
So fluency is smoothness, not just speed.
Yes, smoothness is a great word here. It means speech flows in a natural way.
Wait, what does flows mean?
Flows means moves easily, like water in a river. So if speech flows, it moves naturally without too many hard stops.
Nice. I like that image.
Good. Another reason 300 words can be enough is that daily life repeats itself.
That's true. We often talk about the same things again and again.
Exactly. We talk about what we eat, where we go, how we feel, what we do, who we meet, what we like, what we need, what we plan, and what happened yesterday.
When you say it like that, daily English is almost like a small circle.
Yes, a very useful circle. And the same basic words come back again and again.
So if a learner masters those words, they can say a lot.
Exactly. Let's do a small challenge. I will ask you questions, and you answer with simple words only.
Okay, let's do it.
What do you usually do after work?
I usually come home, change my clothes, make something to eat, and rest for a while. Then I read, watch something, or talk to a friend.
Great. What kind of food do you like?
I like simple food. I like rice, eggs, chicken, soup, bread, fruit, and coffee. I also like spicy food, but not too much.
Nice. Why do you want to learn English better?
I want to speak more easily with people, understand more videos and books, and feel more confident when I travel or work.
Excellent. All of those answers were simple but strong.
And I didn't feel stuck. That's interesting.
Yes, because the power is not only in the number of words, it is in knowing how to move with them.
Let's talk about mistakes learners make when they try to speak with simple English.
Good idea. One common mistake is stopping too often because they want the perfect word. Another is making sentences too long. Another is ignoring everyday useful words and focusing too much on rare words.
Rare means not common, right?
Yes, rare means not often seen or heard. For example, rare vocabulary means unusual words.
So learning one rare word is less useful than mastering 10 common words.
Exactly. Another mistake is not practicing out loud.
Yes, reading in your head feels easy, but speaking is different.
Very different. If you want fluency, you need mouth practice, not just eye practice.
Mouth practice sounds funny, but it's true.
It is true. Speaking is a physical skill, too. Your mouth, tongue, and voice need practice.
I think another mistake is fear. Some learners know enough words, but they are afraid to use them.
Yes, fear can block fluency. That is why small daily speaking practice matters so much.
What kind of daily practice do you recommend?
Very simple things. Describe your day for 2 minutes. Talk about what is in your room. Explain what you ate. Say what you need to do tomorrow. Ask and answer your own questions. Practice small conversations like buying food, asking for help, or talking about your weekend.
That sounds practical. I like practice that feels real.
Yes, real topics are better than random, difficult vocabulary lists for speaking fluency.
Let's talk about 300 words and confidence one more time. Do you think 300 words can make someone sound natural?
Yes, especially if they also learn common phrases. For example, I'm not sure. I think so. I don't know. That sounds good. A little. Not really. Let me think. Can you repeat that? What do you mean? It depends.
Ah, phrases. Those help a lot.
Yes, short, ready-made phrases make conversation smoother. They give you time and help you respond naturally.
It depends is one of my favorite phrases.
I know, you use it a lot.
Because life depends.
That is not wrong.
So maybe 300 words plus useful phrases is the real formula.
Yes, that's a very good way to say it. Core words plus common phrases plus sentence patterns.
Let's make that practical. If I know words like go, come, get, make, want, need, think, like, in words like time, place, person, day, thing, and adjectives like good, bad, easy, hard, I can already say a lot.
Exactly. For example, I want to go there, but I don't have time. This place is good and the people are nice. I think this is hard, but I want to try. I need to make a plan for tomorrow.
That is so basic, but it sounds like real life.
Yes. Another helpful thing is learning word families. For example, help, helpful, helping. Work, worker, working. Learn, learner, learning.
That gives you more value from one word.
Exactly. One root word can create several useful forms.
I have a question. If someone wants to reach fluency with a small vocabulary, should they study grammar a lot?
They need basic grammar, yes, but not perfect grammar first. The most important grammar for this level is simple present, simple past, future with going to or will, basic questions, negatives, and common sentence order.
So not everything, just the grammar that helps daily speaking.
Exactly. Learn what you use most. For example, I go to work every day. I went there yesterday. I'm going to see my friend tomorrow. Do you like coffee? I don't understand.
That feels manageable.
It is. Language feels smaller when you focus on what you really need.
I think many learners need to hear this. They do not need to climb the whole mountain in one day.
Yes, step by step is enough. And remember, fluency is not one magic moment. It grows slowly.
Like building a house with small pieces.
Exactly. A strong house, one brick at a time.
That's a nice image too.
Thank you. Before we finish, let's each give one final piece of advice.
Okay, my advice is this. Stop waiting for advanced words. Use the words you have today. Speak with them, play with them, repeat them, build with them.
That is excellent advice. My advice is focus on useful words, useful patterns, and real daily topics. If you can talk about your life clearly, you are already moving toward fluency.
I really like that.
Good, because that is the heart of today's lesson.
And I think our viewers are going to feel much less afraid of vocabulary after this.
I hope so. Now let's review some useful words from our conversation. You know, Leo, while we were talking, we used many useful words. Let's go over them carefully.
Yes, please. This part always helps me remember things better.
First word, fluent. This means able to speak smoothly and easily.
Right. That is one of the biggest words in today's lesson.
Exactly. For example, she sounds fluent when she speaks about daily life. Or, you do not need perfect grammar to sound more fluent.
And you can also say, I want to become more fluent in English.
Very good. A useful note is that fluent does not always mean fast. It often means smooth and clear. What helps you feel more fluent?
Practice with simple topics helps me most.
Great answer. Next word, limited. This means not much or not a lot.
We used it in limited vocabulary.
Yes. For example, I have limited time today, or he can still communicate with limited vocabulary.
Another example is, my grammar is limited, but I still try to speak.
Excellent. A simple opposite is a lot or more. Do limited words always mean limited communication?
No, if the words are useful, communication can still be strong.
Exactly. Next word, describe. This means explain what something is like.
A very important speaking skill.
Yes. For example, if you forget a word, describe it. Or, can you describe your room?
Another example is, I can't remember the words, so I describe the thing.
Perfect. This is one of the best fluency tools. What is easier for you to describe, people or places?
Places are easier for me. I can talk about rooms, streets, and cafes.
Good. Next word, replace. This means use one thing instead of another.
Like replacing a hard word with an easy word.
Exactly. For example, you can replace difficult words with simple ones, or I replace huge with very big.
Another example is, when I forget a word, I replace it with a phrase.
Very good. A useful note is that replace helps you keep speaking instead of stopping. What word do you often replace with easier words?
Sometimes I replace exhausted with very tired.
Great example. Next word, connector. This means a word that joins ideas together.
Like and, but, because, and so.
Exactly. For example, because is a useful connector, or connectors make your speaking smoother.
Another example is, I know simple words, but connectors make me sound more natural.
Perfect. Connectors are small but powerful. What is your favorite connector?
Probably because it lets me explain more.
Good choice. Next word, paraphrase. This means say the same idea in a different way.
That word sounds difficult, but the idea is simple.
Exactly. For example, paraphrase when you forget a word, or she paraphrases the idea with easier English.
Another example is, I don't know the exact word, so I paraphrase.
Very nice. A useful tip is that paraphrasing is a speaking strength, not a weakness. Do you think paraphrasing helps confidence?
Yes, because it means I can keep going even when one word is missing.
Exactly. Next word, smooth. This means easy, natural, and without too many stops.
We used it when we talked about fluent speech.
Yes. For example, her speech is smooth and clear, or practice helps your speaking become smoother.
Another example is, I want my English to sound more smooth.
Good idea, but small correction. We usually say, I want my English to sound smoother, not more smooth in that sentence.
Ah, right. Good catch.
That's an important learning moment. What makes speech smoother?
Common phrases, connectors, and less fear.
Excellent answer. Next word, familiar. This means known well or comfortable.
We used it for familiar words.
Exactly. For example, use familiar words first, or this phrase feels familiar to me now.
Another example is, I speak better when the topic is familiar.
Perfect. Familiar words help confidence grow. What topic feels most familiar to you in English?
Food, daily routine, and free time.
That makes sense. Next word, rare. This means not common.
We used it for rare vocabulary.
Yes. For example, rare words are not always useful for doily conversation, or I don't need rare vocabulary for simple speaking.
Another example is, that word is rare, so I don't hear it often.
Very good. A simple opposite is common. Is it better to learn rare words first or common words first?
Definitely common words first.
Exactly. Next word, confidence. This means feeling calm and sure when you speak.
Another important word today.
Yes. For example, confidence helps fluency, or practice builds confidence.
Another example is, I feel more confident after speaking for a few minutes.
Very close. Usually we say, I feel more confident or I have more confidence.
Ah, right. Thank you.
You're welcome. What gives you more confidence in English?
Repeating useful phrases again and again.
Great answer. Last word, practice. This means doing something again and again to improve.
The most important word in language learning.
Very true. For example, daily practice is better than weekly panic, or speaking practice helps more than silent reading alone.
Another example is, I practice for 10 minutes every morning.
Excellent. A useful note is that small daily practice can create big change over time. What kind of practice do you like best?
I like short speaking practice with real topics.
Perfect. Now let's quickly review all the words. Fluent, limited, describe, replace, connector, paraphrase, smooth, familiar, rare, confidence, and practice.
Quick meanings. Fluent means able to speak smoothly. Limited means not much. Describe means explain what something is like. Replace means use one thing instead of another. Connector means a word that joins ideas. Paraphrase means say the same thing in a different way. Smooth means easy and natural. Familiar means known well. Rare means not common. Confidence means feeling calm and sure. And practice means doing something again and again to improve.
Excellent. These are all very useful words for talking about fluency and vocabulary. Okay, Leo, that was a lot of talking about speaking fluently with only 300 words.
Yes, and somehow it made 300 words feel much bigger.
That is exactly the point.
Good, then we did our job.
Let's think about what we learned. First, we learned that fluency is not only about knowing many words, it is about using the words you know, clearly, smoothly, and confidently.
Then we talked about the kinds of words that matter most. We focused on common verbs, simple nouns, basic adjectives, and question words that people use every day.
After that, we looked at sentence patterns. We used phrases like I like, I want, I need, I think, and I usually to show how simple structures can build real conversations.
Then we talked about smart speaking skills, like describing, replacing hard words with easy words, using connectors, and paraphrasing when a word is missing.
After that, we discussed real fluency habits. We said that smooth speech is more important than fast speech, and that daily practice with real topics helps more than waiting for perfect vocabulary.
Finally, we reminded everyone that confidence grows from using familiar words well. You do not need rare words first, you need useful words first.
When you break it down like that, the idea becomes very simple.
Exactly. Small vocabulary does not mean small communication.
And if you use your simple English every day, your fluency will grow step by step. Now we want to hear from you. This is our favorite part.
Yes, we always love reading your comments.
Our question of the day is, what simple English topic do you feel most comfortable talking about?
My answer is food. I can talk about what I like, what I cook, and where I eat very easily.
My answer is daily routine. I can talk about mornings, work, study, and evening habits with simple English.
See, we have different answers, and that's okay.
So viewers, we want to know about you. What topic feels easiest for you in English right now?
You can write something like, I feel comfortable talking about my family because I use those words often.
Or, I feel comfortable talking about food because the vocabulary is familiar to me.
Or, I feel comfortable talking about my daily routine because I practice it every day.
Please tell us in the comments. Write, I feel comfortable talking about blank because blank.
It helps us make better videos and helps you practice writing in English.
So please leave a comment. We'd love to hear your answer.
Thank you so much for spending this time with us today.
We're very happy you joined us for this English lesson.
If you enjoyed this video, give this video a big thumbs up.
Click the subscribe button and the little bell.
That way, you won't forget to join us for the next lesson.
You are all great students, and we're proud of the effort you make.
Keep practicing. Remember, simple English used well is powerful English.
Be patient, speak often, and trust your progress. Step by step, fluency becomes real.
Have a wonderful day, evening, and night. Goodbye.
Bye, everyone.